Getting some breaking news now that serial killer Charles Sobhraj will be released. The French serial killer will be released from a Nepal jail, according to reports coming in right now. And we're getting in some details before we go across to that big news break on COVID and our special broadcast. Getting in breaking news now that Charles Sobhraj, who's been in a Nepal jail since 2003 on charges of murder, has ordered to be released after 19 years in jail. After 19 years, the Supreme Court in Nepal allowing Charles Sobhraj to be released. The French serial killer has already served 19 years in jail. And Charles Sobhraj, he's been in a Nepal jail since 2003. Charges that he's been facing include murdering American tourists. And these are the breaking news updates we're getting in. In fact, Charles Sobhraj, a Frenchman, he's a French national of Indian and Vietnamese parentage. And he was charged with using a fake passport to enter Nepal and killing two backpackers in 1975. Let me go across to Abhishek Kapoor. Abhishek Kapoor, live from the Delhi newsroom. Abhishek, what more do we know about the case and the order now by the Nepal Supreme Court? Abhishek. Just going across to Abhishek in just a second, but getting in this big breaking news update from Nepal that Charles Sobhraj will be released after the Supreme Court of Nepal intervened. In fact, Charles Sobhraj has been in a Nepal jail since 2003. Charges that he faces include murder of two American tourists. And the Nepal Supreme Court has now ordered the release of the French serial killer. He spent 19 years in jail, and the jail sentence that he served was on account of his age. He's been in jail since 2003 on charges of murdering two American tourists. And Abhishek is joining me live right now. Let me go across to Abhishek. Abhishek, do we have details of the order or what the court said while allowing him to be released? Abhishek.
Well, the preliminary information that we are getting, Niranjan, is that he has been released on grounds of old age. He is 78 years old, and that he was essentially serving a jail term of 21 years, of which, if you look at the fact that he started his jail term sometime in 2003, it's already 19 years. So effectively, only 2 years getting remitted from his term. That's what we are gathering. Of course, he will have to leave Nepal within 15 days after his release, and he was serving jail term for killing of two individuals. One, a U.S. citizen identified as Connie Joe Boronozich, 29 years old at that time in 1975, and Boronozich's girlfriend, Canadian citizen Lauren Carrier, 26 years old. They were, remember, killed in 1975 by Charles Sobhraj, who, as you rightly mentioned, is of Indian and Vietnamese and French descent. His full name is Charles Gurumukh Sobhraj Hothchand Bhavnani. And he was, in fact, accused of killing other people as well. Almost a serial killer, Niranjan. And at last count, I believe he was accused of killing more than a dozen odd people, but now, of course, a Nepal court releasing him, asking him to leave Nepal within 15 days.
Thank you for that, Abhishek. Tracking that story very closely here on Republic TV. Let's move on to the top focus tonight. The biggest story is of the 3 cases of the Omicron subvariant BF7. Abhishek, thank you for joining us. I'm going across to that story. India met today. The Union Health Minister met in the national capital on India's preparedness and where we stand